Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, in 1993 February, I was doing standard 6 in the village there by Eastern Cape because I was staying with my grandmother. My mom was staying here in Johannesburg. I did experience this horrible situation. One day when I was going to school early in the morning, guys, and there was these guys. I'm not sure if they were 5 or 6, but they were older. They come when I was going to school, they grab me and they run with me. Guys, then lucky enough, all the school kids, they throw stones to them until they drop me. When they drop me, they run. Then I had to go back to school, and then that's how I survived that day. And then the teachers, they decided that they will send me back home, and then they will go with me and explain every situation to my grandmother. Then they agreed that I must stay home for a week, and then I mustn't go anywhere. I must stay behind doors. That was the agreement. That's okay. Guys, in the village, in the rural areas, there's houses, toilets, little bit distance. Now, these guys, they were looking for me. They couldn't find me. So maybe after 2 days or 3 days, I had to wake up early in the morning when I was rushing to the toilet, guys. Those guys, they were sitting there by the door. They take me that day. I couldn't survive. I scream, I cry. My grandmother, there was nothing that he was going to do. They hide me in the forest. I slept in the forest for 2 nights because of they couldn't take me to their places because of they knew that maybe the community, they would go there looking for me. They were from another village, not in the village that I'm in. Guys, the situation was hectic. I'm sorry about that, guys. I had to pause because of the noise. Guys, that day they took me. They went to the forest and they hide themselves with me there. Now, the most painful thing, it was this, guys. They were advising themselves there with those guys. Now, they come up with the conclusion that he must start sleeping with me here in the forest because I must be pregnant so that my family, they will give up on me. Guys, the guy had to force himself to me in front of those guys. Those guys, they were supposed to be there, hold my hands, hold my legs until he's finished. He did it maybe 3 times, if I remember properly. Not once, in the forest, guys. I was crying. I end up not crying. Remember that time, guys, I was 14 years old. I was young. I didn't even have a boyfriend. I didn't even know how to take a bath. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Guys, remember that time I was 14 years old. I didn't have a boyfriend. I didn't know how to kiss. I didn't know how to take a bath properly as a girl. I didn't even know how to cook a full meal as a lady because I was young. But there was this guy who's 29 or 30 who was seeing me as a wife. Cousin, you see, if that traditional thing is still happening in that village, really, they must stop it. Because of what I can tell you is this, guys, because of that trauma of that time. If I had a bad day today, maybe there's something that disturbs me, my feelings or my mind, I don't even allow my husband to touch me. That thing, it comes back fast. So that thing, there's no marriage, such a marriage like that. And the worst part of my side, I couldn't share this situation with anybody because I think my grandmother did experience it and take it easy as it is, that it's a culture. I don't know. But my mom, she never experienced it because of my mom. She was just pregnant at the age of 16 years as a teenager with that man who I call it my father, who was not there in my life. So being forced to marry somebody, my mom, she never experienced it. So I didn't know where to begin if I wanted to share some thoughts with my mom. And even now, when I'm making this video, I hope that my firstborn, who is 22 years old today, when he sees this video, he will take it easy and take it and understand the situation. I just wish and hope that it mustn't affect him, because really, I cannot sit down with him and tell him that, you know, I was supposed to have big kids than you if I did have children at the age of 14 while I was married. It's something that I don't even know. Maybe, but hey, guys, I experienced a hectic thing that I can or not even, I don't even know how to explain it. The most painful thing to me, the most thing that I will never forget in my life, the thing that they call it culture. While this thing is a crime, guys. And there is no way that if today they said if a man forced himself to you, it's a rape. Even at that time, and then they will say the culture because of the men who will pay cows. Even the man who rape, if he had money, he will pay if you want him to pay. I think that thing is a crime, guys, and I disagree with that culture. I totally disagree. That culture makes me pray so hard to God that God, please, even if you give me children, I don't want to have girls, because of I didn't want my daughter to experience what I have been experiencing. At the end of the day, the man who forced me to marry him, he ended up abusing me physically and emotionally. The man who begged me, who forced me, who told me that he loves me, he's the one who ended up doing those things to me. What I'm saying is this, guys, there's a lot that we need to share. Come support me on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos. And my reason why I'm going back to the stories, guys, is because of when I compare all my videos and I see my video when I'm telling stories or when I'm cooking, I can see that when I'm cooking, you don't support me that much. So please, guys, I thank you so much to those that they already supported me. In the Ntanda, hooray. Peace out.